South Central Los Angeles. That's where we're at. I'm doing a mural for Hot Picks, JD's place to be specific. And it's their homeless shelter that's right here. And it's be really good. It's going to be a really good mural, uplifting and inspiring the people. This design, when a client here comes here, most likely they're unhoused, they're down and out. Who knows? They could be just got out of jail. They could have been victim of some type of abuse. So they need some level of mental, like a uplift. So I wanted to create a mural that uplifts them. So in the mid 80s, I remember going into a women's shelter with my mom for a brief period, and this just sleeping in a shelter similar to this. I can definitely relate to the people here. When you're unhoused, there's a lot of uncertainty about just how you're gonna eat, what are you gonna do next? A lot of just pain, trauma, mental trauma, and you kind of, a lot of doubt in yourself, a lot of doubt in God, believe it or not. Everything happens for a reason. I believe that God allowed me to experience that to be here today. There's different levels of my mural, but this first level is kind of like bridge over troubled waters. This is one of the first things they see is the helping hand. So it's kind of like, okay, you may be down or feel that you're down, so we're going to help you. This is a helping hand. And on the bridge, it says recovery, and it says change starts here. And underneath the bridge, which is the troubled waters, you have a few things that they could be going through, like drug addiction, homeless, crime, negativity, the past, pain, old ways, rage, and trauma. I didn't want to put too much of a highlight on those words because those are just like flowing under the bridge. So I didn't want to put too much highlight on it, but if you pay attention, it's there. You can see it. Well, this side it's a transition. So that's the beginning. And once you start kind of getting yourself together, this is still a journey of a bridge. That's why I put at this point, now that you've been helped, it's still a journey. That's why I put the feet there and someone's legs. Right here is usually a crossroads, and that's why I'm going to put a sign that says personal change. So it's usually a crossroads. Sometimes people relapse. They go back to the streets because they think they can't do it. And on the last part of it, it's kind of them overcoming that obstacle and going to the final journey, which is getting yourself together and getting to housing. I'm going to put houses on that end over there.
People that come into our facility, they're looking for that next step from homelessness into permanent housing. The impact of this, I would hope that the impact is hope, that it would give them a sense of hope. I also hope it's relatable to them by showing them that you can get over this bridge, that there is a transition from one space to another. It's an honor to have him to come in and devote his time and his talents to this piece.
It shows that, yes, you can have recovery here and that you can change your life around if you just believe. How it looks like the hand is actually coming out towards you to reach out for you yourself as a person, instead of, it's just two hands reaching.
My mother and my father were both alcoholics. And then where I grew up in the city of Compton, but the area that I grew up in, Compton, I seen gang violence a lot. I seen people walking down the street basically with no clothes on, period, because they were so intoxicated in a controlled substance that their world was totally different. So I've seen it through my own eyes. I am going towards what I ultimately want to be, which is to open up a safe haven for individuals who have experienced hardships and pain.
I've been on the streets since I was 12 because my father was abusive. My mother was abusive. But all I can really say is I never done drugs, never drank, don't drink. And if you're, somebody can't help you if you don't want to help yourself. And don't be afraid to ask for help. Because there is always somebody there willing to help. But they can't help you unless you help yourself. This place can help you. It can help you get back on your feet and get you into a place.
So yeah, this room inspires somebody to better themselves. It inspires them to think about where they're at. Literally, it would inspire you not to make any kind of excuses, because if somebody can come in here and change the room with their art, what makes you think you can't change the room with your attitude? Painting and art is manifesting. That's a vision. Sometimes people need to see something to believe it, but he believed it before he saw it. In that order. That's how he can bring it out like that.
The mural is a blueprint of basically what Hopics stand for, changing your life and doing better.
It makes the place feel more joyful, more happiness. It makes you feel home. And it makes you feel home. It's beautiful.
So we have a client, Mr. Spencer. He's not here today. He's at the hospital. So when he came out, and he saw Mike doing the mural, so I looked over and I said, "Hey, Mr. Spencer." I said, "What you think?" He said, "I don't think, I know." I said, "Well, what you know, Mr. Spencer?" He said, "I know it's the bomb." I said, "All right, Mr. Spencer. Well, if you know it's the bomb, then we doing it right there."
So it's pretty cool. It's good to see. It livens up the place. Don't seem like a shelter.
When I was in my homeless space, I would have, this mural would have meant like the world to me. Seeing it, it would have brought me inspiration. This mural means a lot. It's going to mean a lot to these people when they see it. It's going to relate to them. They understand from start to finish how we house people and get them to the next level. So yeah, this mural is going to be very important. For me, it would be hope for these people, to give them hope, to give them a reason to live, a reason to stay positive and keep going, keep pushing. So yeah, this means a lot, man. This is going to be a great piece. And Mike, good guy, real good guy.
How I became familiar with Mike, driving down Slauson on my way home, I would see the forgiveness wall. And I always thought that was really cool. But then come to find out that he was doing our designs for our other sites, I immediately thought of him once they said that we had this grant to create this trauma-informed design. So reached out to Mike, had him come over, showed him the space, told him what the idea was. And he took that idea and just what he made it into was amazing.
Inspiration is just to uplift the people, the people that are here. They're going through hard times by not being housed. So I want to create a mural that just uplifts them and inspires them to get to that next point in their life, which is being housed and getting back into regular scheduled programming, as I say.